Hey guys, welcome back. So today, I'm not gonna say it's a really quick video because I say that every time and it makes a liar out of me. I just finished the roadbed, the gluing down of the roadbed. So let's kind of go around and show you some of the stuff. So I ended up using like one section short of an entire box. Now I reused some scraps and things like that to fill in some holes because I didn't want to waste too much. But I mean, some I did waste. Some, I did some experiments. Excuse me, that went kind of wrong. So we'll go over a couple things and go from there. You'll have to excuse me. I'm not feeling so great today. It's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, and I just woke up with quite the migraine. I'm not sure if it's just because sinus trouble because I've been fighting off this cold, or I've had some neck problems, so it could be a tension headache. I'm not too sure, but just bear with me because I'm a little slower today. I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy actually with how it turned out. So everything's nice and glued. In some spots, I do have the track just pinned down to where I want it, and that was just because I'd do this and I'd pin this down, and then I would do the sections, and then near the end I just didn't bother. It's funny because you can see this is where I started, and this is where I started, and you can kind of see the space, which I am eventually going to fill in. I may just use some wood fill or something like that. Also, when you end up putting ballast in there, you may not even see it. Versus, one of my later ones where there's really no space. It's just the line because of the way I cut it. And, because what you do is you have your straight piece, which goes straight through, right? And then you have this little piece, which you cut on an angle, kind of two different angles. So you cut it in such an angle like this, so that, you can see that the middle is there. So, it makes a point. But you also cut it on an angle because these are beveled. So you want to allow for that bevel to continue right through and this to meet with it. So you kind of, when you cut it, you don't cut up and down. You cut to fit the bevel. And I didn't know that at first. I learned that quick, but you can see definitely I didn't do that here. The curved turnouts were also kind of a fun experiment. Some of them worked out really well. Some of them worked out meh. So I think I'm going to just kind of cut that down too. But we'll see. It's been a long time since I've done this. My first time working with foam. I do have to tell you, very happy I went with foam in this case. Just trying to think of cutting it like that, the amount of mistakes I made, because I would come here, 10 o'clock at night just to pick away for 20 minutes or half an hour, and I would end up making a huge mistake, and I'd be recutting stuff. And so, cork certainly has its advantages, but I think foam, being the more inexpensive option, allows for more error, and also is a lot more flexible, So you can see here, I've kind of led up to this, and it's completely covered, and I did the same for over there. Now, I was really worried about this engine house slash kind of siding, maintenance siding for the locomotives. Excuse my little gondola here, dump car. But we're just gonna take the top off that. Nothing's, excuse me, oh my, nothing's glued down. These tracks aren't pinned down or anything either. They're just temporary until I kind of figure it out. But so what I did is I knew that, because after I did that, I was like, wow, it worked out really well, and I knew I had to kind of create a base for the shed and kind of build it up with a platform. So I tried it out there first, and it worked really well. I was very happy. So I came over here, and I ended up doing 5 across. 5 across, stopped about here. And then I said, okay, so I'm using my my 3-way Y. And I said, okay. So I laid everything back out. And I wanted it to be very smooth, you know? I didn't want it to be jagged or, you know, this to come out. And the problem with this is it hit against this one as well when it was out to here, you know? So I ended up, and actually I can even lift up this track here. It's a little stuck because I put it before the glue dried. So I came here, and you can see from there I cut right through the middle of the track. Well, not right through, but what I did is I laid the track down and I cut the middle all the way down. And then I laid a strip of the foam, just the half strip. And that way it lets me follow this beveled edge nice and neat all the way down and connect it. And I think it looked really good. You know, I'm sure to more experienced people, you're like, you know, but you have to remember that this is my first time dealing with foam, not to mention my first time actually getting this far on my own when it comes to building a model railroad. My previous layout was a hunk of crap and didn't have, actually I want to keep that in, didn't have a roadbed. So, you know, I think, so I actually still have a full box of roadbed, and eventually I'm going to do the yard, so it'll allow for me to kind of play around some more, and now that I kind of know what I'm doing, I'm a little excited, because I plan on doing a lot of curved turnouts right off the bat, you know, really utilizing my space over there. So I still haven't pinned down a direct one, but that's going to be, you know, let's get this up and running first, and functional, and then let's tackle that, you know. So yeah, anyways, I was very, very happy with the way actually everything turned out. You know, there's some areas that I think maybe I'll go back and redo at some point. Probably not, to be honest. But I don't know. I will be taking all these Atlas switch machines off. That one's not even connected. I mean, for now, I might leave on what I have. But basically, so the next step I'm taking now that this is done is wiring and power, right? And to do that, I need to power these frogs, and to do that, I want to install my torch switch machines as well, because these are all loosey-goose, so, you know, much like the Atlas, they're not like Pico where they've got the little spring built in. These are just loosey-goosey. So, basically, I want to trial two switch machines. One here, and one over there with the other Shinohara switch, because I need the powered frogs. That'll give me my main loop completely because I can then power, you know, start running feeder wires, stuff like that. Get the main loop powered. You know, I'm not going to worry about all the spurs, all sidings yet. Get the main loop powered and fix any issues with that, you know. Did I use a shady connector, or maybe the solder on the wire didn't stick and it's fraying off, and you know, or disconnected, or maybe I pinched a wire in the process. I don't want to just do it all and then kind of, it's broken but it works okay. No, you know, I want to make sure excuse me guys, I want to make sure that everything works really well. And, wow, I just noticed how nasally my voice is. Sorry about that. So I'm going to do the main loop first. And in doing so, I'm going to install at least one switch machine. And I'm going to see how that goes. And if it goes well, you know, with all the power, and then I'll, you know, move on and say, okay, now let's tackle this. Now, I've got, 12 switch machines. And I'm probably going to screw this up, so bear with me. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, right there. Number 5, behind the shed. Number 6 is that other Shinahara. Number 7 is going to be that curved Pico. Number 8 is going to be beside the Shinahara back there. Number 9 and 10 are going to be that Shinahara. 3-way wide because it's all powered frog, so I kind of need to do something. So that gives me, I think I figured also, where the heck, I counted 11 initially, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I missed one. I don't know. But if that's the case, if I only have 10, then I'll do those 2 Picos. Those 2 Picos I wasn't too worried about because I can do the ground throws or, you know, whatever. But, if that's the case, I'll leave as is. But if I do only have 10, I'll add those 2 Picos. And that'll give me a full 12. And then basically, I've got a couple caboose ground throws lying around. And I understand that I'm going to have to extend them. And I also understand that using foam as a base for the caboose ground throws do become problematic because the foam's squishy. And I'm going to... you know, what I'll likely do is I'll take something, or even this pink foam painted black, and just cut it, you know, I have so much extra, to do a good, stable surface. Oh my god, you guys have been listening to me talk for 12 minutes, sweet Jesus. Well, that pretty much covers anyways, though. So that's the plan anyway. I'd like to at least have the main loop powered by Christmas. That gives me 2.5 months, basically. I'd like to at least get it started by the 1st of November, because my birthday is the 2nd of November, so at least if I get it started and I end up needing something, it can be a birthday gift and kind of save me some money. But, yeah, let's just 1, 3, 5, 7... I screwed it up again, guys. Oh, sweet Lord. 1, 2, 3. You guys are probably watching this and being like, Dave, you're an idiot. 4, 5. 6 is Shinahara. 7, 8. How did I get 8? Did I get 8 last time? I thought I got 10. Guys, I'm way too... I should probably take a nap. Oh... maybe I'll look at my my layout. God. Anyway, so sorry. So sorry. I really shouldn't have made a video today. My finger's in the shot. Like, I'm all over the place. But it took me so long to get this done because just work and life and my car, and I didn't even tell you guys what happened to my car. I ended up buying a new one. It took like 7 weeks just to get here because they ordered, like, I wanted a 2014 sedan. They couldn't get me one. Then I was gonna go for a hatchback. Then they couldn't get me one, so I wanted a 2015 sedan. Then they ordered me a 2015 hatchback, and so needless to say, I finally got it. It's a Mazda 3, so it's saving me some money on gas, which pays for the car payment, which is great. I'm very happy with it. Very impressed. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I absolutely love it. No complaints. Anyways, coming up on 15 minutes, so basically I'm going to start, I'm going to bring you guys every step of the way because, I'm going to drill a hole, blah, 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 and I'm going to videotape, what I'm using because I've kind of got an idea of my head how I want to wire everything. So, more videos to come. Keep your eye out. I'm really sorry it's been so long. Until next time, guys. Enjoy your bacon. Take care.